Today on Created by Jana, we're making soda explosion bouquets. You're going to need something to cut on, something to cut with, and a styrofoam ball. I don't like these styrofoam balls I got from Amazon. They're a little difficult. I like these crinkly kind that I got from Dollar Tree. They're like floral foam. We're going to start off by cutting one of those in half. And then with my hand, I'm just going to rub off the little crumbs here. I'm going to do that on both so that my next one will be ready for my next bouquet. We're going to need a soda. I got this one from Dollar Tree. It's why it's taller. And a glue gun. I love my Ryobis. And 1/2 of the styrofoam ball. We are going to put glue on top of the rim. You can turn it over and put it on the bottom if you prefer. I just go this way, and I just pick off the glue when I'm ready to use the soda. It's hot glue, it's easy to pick off. I'm going to stick the flat side of the ball right on top. It's stuck good enough that you can even pick up the oh, that was hot. Pick up the soda by holding the ball. We're going to need skewers and tin snips or wire cutters or something. We're going to cut the skewers into thirds. I got these at Dollar Tree. There's a ton of them in a bag for $1.25. And fun size candies and a handful of those skewer pieces. The fun size candies have a flap on the back that opens and shuts. We are going to put hot glue in that flap and then stick half of that stick inside and cover it up with that flap. Now we're going to do that to another one. Open that flap, put glue in, put half of the stick on it, and close it. We're going to do that to anywhere between like 6 and 9 fun size candies. I seem to feel like that's about the right amount. So we're just going to do that to all of these. I do try to make sure that if I'm doing it for a group, like a class or something, that I put the same number of candies on each one, because those kiddos, they do notice if someone gets more than the other. Also, I don't feel like the glue bothers the chocolate at all, even though it's hot glue. It cools off fast enough, it's really not a problem. If you do prefer, you can use some like packing tape or scotch tape or something. We've done all these, and now I've got my 2 bigger ones. I am going to put 2 sticks on the bigger ones. So put 1 line and a stick on one side. And then we're going to put another line of glue on the other side and another stick. And then on top of the skewers, I'm going to put more glue. And since there's not a flap to fold over, I'm going to take another candy and lay it on top of the sticks, and now it's covered from both sides. I like to take a fun straw, a crazy straw, and put that in there. So we're going to take our soda and foam, put our straw right in there. I'm going to try not to wiggle it around too much so that it doesn't make a giant hole where it's loose. But with my sucker, I'm going to put it in, pull it out, put glue in that hole that I created, and put my sucker back down in it. And that should hold really well. There should be no wiggling. I'm also going to take one of these floral name tag sticks and stick it in, and I'll put a card on it later. I don't need to put glue at the bottom of that to hold it in. It sticks really well with that spear at the bottom. Then I'm going to take my Fun Dip, stick it in, put glue in both of the holes it created, and then put my Fun Dip back in the same holes. I'm going to push down as much as I can. Sorry if you hear a bunch of thumping in the background. My cats are running up and down the hall behind me. Now we're going to take the fun size candies and we're going to do the same as we did with the sucker. Stick the skewer in, pull it out, put the glue in, and then stick the skewer back in. This way the skewers aren't falling out as easy. They'll stick real well. And we're going to just do that to all of them. We're going to place them anywhere and everywhere. We're just going to do a nice little 360 here with all the candies. I like to make it where you can look at it from any side. I like to have a front, but yet you can look at it from any side and it'll look fine. Okay, now here's the important part. I need you to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that we can make this channel grow and you can get more ideas on making homemade quality items. We're going to continue with this same method all the way around with all of our fun size candies. We're going to poke that hole, put in the hot glue, and then put the skewer right back in. And here's the last one. Okay, now we're going to get these little chocolate hearts. You can get them in a bag at the Dollar Tree or at Walmart. On the top here, we're going to put some hot glue. And then we're going to put that glue right to the bottom of the styrofoam. It takes 6 of these hearts to go all the way around. So we're just going to continue filling in these gaps. And the point to this is we are trying to cover every little bit of styrofoam that we can. Now we're going to take tiny candies like Double Bubble and Hershey's Kisses and Tootsie Rolls and fill in all these white spots of the styrofoam that are left all the way around. We're going to take this Double Bubble and where it opens on one side, we're going to turn it and put the glue on the other side so that the glue is not getting to the candy. And then we're going to take that glue and put it directly to the foam. And here we go. We're going to find another white spot on any side and anywhere it'll fit. We're going to make sure we don't put it on the open part. We're going to put the glue anywhere else besides where it's open. And then we're going to stick the candy directly to the styrofoam. Same thing with these little strawberries. One side has a piece that opens and the other side's fully covered. So we're going to put the glue there and stick it anywhere that it'll fit. And we're going to go all the way around, in between, on top, on bottom, whatever we need to do to cover the white. We do not have to cover every space of white yet. So just put the candies wherever you can fit them. Until you've fully covered the styrofoam. Now, all the little white spots that are left that you can't fit candy, like these here, we are going to put little tissue paper blooms. Pick whatever colors you want to make match. I'm going to match it to the Mountain Dew with green and red. You can match it to the holiday or however you want to do it. We're going to fold our tissue paper and cut all the sides. You can get down in where it's folded, or you can just cut off the whole side. Like I do right here, it's all uneven. So I'm just going to cut the whole side off. Just faster that way. Because sometimes you end up with places like right here that you didn't find that were folded. We just need a bunch of little squares or rectangles. Don't matter what size. They don't have to be a perfect cut. See, like right here, here's another one that I didn't catch. And it doesn't have to be a straight line. Now I'm going to take a hole, make a hole with my fingers. Set the tissue paper on top and push it through. It's going to create a little bloom. The way I like to do it is I put hot glue at the end of that bloom. And then you need to use finger covers, but then I just kind of twist it and make a little hard spot so that I can now take a skewer, poke it in one of those white spots that are left, wiggle it around to make the hole bigger, and then I'm going to take my hot glue gun and put some glue in that hole. Now, that little hard spot on the tissue paper, it's like a stick almost right there. I'm going to push that down into the hole. I'm just going to make it stick, and then now it doesn't come out, unless, I mean, you really pull. We're going to get another one, make our circle, set it on top and push it through. And now we've got our bloom. Put some hot glue on it. Fold it over. Wait for it to cool off because I'm not using my finger covers. And twist it. There are other ways to do this. You can put tape down right there on that end instead of hot glue to make it hard. Or you can even glue the tissue paper to a skewer piece and stick the skewer piece into the styrofoam. This is just faster for me. I'm gonna push that down in there. Sometimes I have to use a skewer stick to push it down there because I can't fit my finger between the candies. And then also with curling ribbon that matches your tissue paper, or maybe doesn't even match your tissue paper. I love having creative freedom. I'm going to pull the curling ribbon as long as my arm or a little longer, snip it, take the edge of the scissors and curl this ribbon. And then I'm going to take the middle around one of my fun size candies. I'm going to go to the bottom of it down to where the skewer is and just double knot it so that it's hanging from the stick. And then I'm just going to make sure that it's good and curled all the way down it. Then we're going to take more ribbon and just keep doing that to all the fun size candies. I'm going to take the edge of the scissors and curl my ribbon again. And then I'm just going to take the middle and tie it around the bottom of a fun size candy where the stick is. I like to do this over the top of the tissue paper rather than before the tissue paper, because the tissue paper will kind of hide the ribbon if you do the ribbon first. I hope that makes sense. Oh, we got a loose piece here. Okay, and then once you've gone all the way around, you're done. You're left with these beautiful soda explosion bouquets.